You know how everyone worries about clogged arteries, heart attacks, and high blood pressure, but nobody really talks about what's actually going on inside your arteries. Well, today, we're going to dig into that, because there's one simple drink, something you can make right in your kitchen, that science shows can actually help your arteries stay clean, flexible, and healthy. And no, it's not some magic potion or viral trend. It's real, research-backed biochemistry that works with your body's natural systems. So, let's start here. When most people go to the doctor and find out they have high blood pressure or cholesterol, they usually get a prescription, maybe a statin, maybe something for blood pressure. But that's treating the symptoms, not the root cause. Because the real issue isn't just high cholesterol, the real issue starts way earlier, with something called endothelial damage. Now, imagine your arteries like a soft, flexible garden hose. The inside lining of that hose is made of a single layer of delicate cells. That's called the endothelium. It's like the Teflon coating that keeps everything flowing smoothly, but when that lining gets damaged, from inflammation, high sugar, or oxidative stress, things start sticking. Cholesterol, calcium, and proteins rush in to patch the area up. That patch is what we call plaque. So plaque isn't just random buildup. It's your body's attempt to repair inflammation. But here's the problem, that repair job can get messy. Over time, it builds up, the artery narrows, stiffens, and now you're at risk for blood pressure issues, clots, strokes, or heart attacks. And most doctors will look at the high blood pressure and say, let's fix that. But they're not really addressing the damaged endothelium, the thing that started the whole process in the first place. Here's where nitric oxide comes in. This is the molecule nobody talks about enough. Nitric oxide is like your body's natural artery relaxer. It tells your blood vessels to expand, to open up, to let blood flow freely. It's also anti-inflammatory and anti-clotting. But when that endothelial layer gets damaged, your nitric oxide levels drop, and suddenly your arteries can't relax anymore. Blood pressure goes up. Clotting risk goes up. And yes, about 90% of heart attacks involve a clot. Now here is the good news. You can increase nitric oxide naturally. No pills, no gimmicks. Just a few lifestyle tweaks and yes, one very specific drink we will get to soon. The first way is sunlight. When sunlight hits your skin, especially the infrared rays, it stimulates nitric oxide release. Plus, it helps your body make vitamin D, which itself boosts nitric oxide production. That's why spending time outside can literally make your arteries healthier. The second one, breathing through your nose. It sounds too simple, but nasal breathing increases nitric oxide because it's produced in your sinuses. Mouth breathing doesn't do that. Third, magnesium. Most people are deficient, and that's a big problem because magnesium helps blood vessels relax. It's like the off switch for arterial tension. And now, let's talk about what you've been waiting for, how to reverse clogged arteries. Yes, there's actually a process in your body that can do that. It's called reverse cholesterol transport, or RCT. It's your body's way of taking cholesterol out of the arteries and sending it back to the liver for recycling. This is where HDL, the good cholesterol, shines. HDL acts like a little cleanup crew. It picks up excess cholesterol from your arteries and delivers it back to your liver. You can boost this process naturally with niacin, that's vitamin B3, which helps HDL do its job better. Exercise helps too, as does intermittent fasting and a low-carb diet. Now, let's pause on that low-carb thing for a second because it's a huge piece of this puzzle. Most people today eat way too many carbs, 45 to 65% of their daily calories, and I'm not talking about fruits and vegetables, I'm talking about refined starches and sugars. Bread, pasta, cereal, soda, you name it. Here's something wild. Your blood normally holds only about 1 teaspoon of sugar at a time. That's it. Just 1 teaspoon in all your blood. But the average American diet pumps in 50 to 100 teaspoons of sugar a day. So what happens to all that sugar? Your body can't just let it float around because it's toxic, so it uses insulin to push it out of your blood and into your cells. Insulin works hard, really hard, to keep your blood sugar normal. But over years that system wears out. The pancreas gets tired, insulin loses its punch, and sugar starts to build up. That's when people move from prediabetes to diabetes. And all along that journey, your arteries are being damaged. Sugar doesn't just raise blood sugar, it literally rusts your arteries from the inside. That's what creates that first spark of inflammation that triggers plaque buildup in the first place. So when you go low carb, you're not just losing weight, You're actually giving your arteries a break, you're calming the inflammation, you're reducing the insulin overload, you're helping your body clear out fat from your liver, and yes, that's a big deal. Because a fatty liver is a cholesterol factory. Studies show you can reduce liver fat by up to 40% in just 2 weeks on a low-carb diet. And here's another piece people miss. Bile. You need bile salts from your liver and gallbladder to clear excess cholesterol. If your bile flow is sluggish, cholesterol builds up. That's why people who've had their gallbladders removed often have higher cholesterol. So supporting bile flow through things like leafy greens, apple cider vinegar, or bile salt supplements helps the cleanup process. Magnesium also plays another role here. Remember how calcium builds up in arteries? Well, magnesium is the mineral that keeps calcium in check. Arteries contract with calcium, and they relax with magnesium. So if you're low on magnesium, your arteries get stiff. That's why magnesium is often called nature's calcium blocker. And that brings us to one of the most powerful natural protectors for your arteries: polyphenols. These are plant compounds found in things like berries, tea, olive oil, and, most importantly, in cacao powder. Yes, cacao. Not cocoa, cacao. Cocoa is roasted and processed. Cacao is raw, unprocessed, and loaded with flavonols, a type of polyphenol that's been shown to boost nitric oxide, improve blood flow, and protect that precious endothelial layer. Think of cacao as exercise in a cup. That's not a metaphor. It's backed by real data. In one study, researchers compared blood flow improvements from cacao to moderate exercise. The results? Almost identical. That's right. Drinking cacao actually mimicked the effects of exercise on your arteries. Here's how it works. Cacao activates the enzymes that help your body produce more nitric oxide. And when nitric oxide rises, your arteries open up, your blood pressure stabilizes, and your heart doesn't have to work as hard. But it gets even better. Cacao also makes your arteries more flexible over time. One study showed that daily cacao consumption for just 2 weeks made the arteries of 50 to 80-year-olds as flexible as those of people 20 to 30 years younger. That's real anti-aging from the inside out. And the benefits don't stop there. Cacao also improves brain function, skin health, and even mood, thanks to compounds like theobromine and serotonin precursors. It's like giving your body a mini spa treatment every morning. Now, how do you make this miracle drink? Simple. Take a tablespoon of raw organic cacao powder, not cocoa, cacao, and mix it in warm water. Don't use boiling water because that destroys some of the active compounds. Warm water is enough. You can even make it cold if you like. Want to make it even more powerful? Add a scoop of beetroot powder. Beetroot is one of the best natural sources of nitrates, which your body turns into nitric oxide. When you combine beetroot and cacao, you get a 1-2 punch for your arteries. One gives you nitric oxide directly, the other helps your body make more of it. Sometimes I add a pinch of sea salt for trace minerals or a scoop of magnesium glycinate, especially if you want that muscle and artery relaxation benefit. You can also mix in a bit of cinnamon or a few drops of stevia if you want it slightly sweet. One thing to remember, don't drink it right next to your coffee. Caffeine, especially from regular coffee, can slightly counteract the vasodilation effect we're going for, since it constricts blood vessels. So, if heart health is your main goal, have your cacao drink 2 hours before or after coffee. If you're going for more mental clarity, it's fine to mix them, just know the heart benefits will be less pronounced. Now I get it, all of this might sound too simple. A drink that helps unclog arteries, really? But that's the beauty of it. It's not about magic, it's about working with your body's natural systems: nitric oxide, magnesium balance, low-carb nutrition, bile flow. All of it working together like an orchestra. And that's what most people never hear from their doctors, because the medical system focuses on patching problems, not preventing them. But the truth is, your arteries are alive. They respond to what you eat, how you breathe, how you move, and even what you drink. So next time you're about to reach for another sugary latte or soda, think about this. Your arteries are listening. You could literally sip your way to better blood flow with something as simple, as ancient, and as delicious as cacao mixed with beetroot. If you try it for just 2 weeks, just 2, you'll likely feel the difference. More energy, better focus, maybe even lower blood pressure. And over time, your arteries will thank you in ways you can't see, but will absolutely feel. So give it a try. And hey, if this changed the way you think about your heart, your diet, or your morning drink, hit that subscribe button. Because every week, I break down health science like this. No hype, no magic pills, just real research made simple. Your arteries deserve that. And so do you.